It was part of a 10-year strategic plan that had 3 parts to it. The first part dealt with replacing vehicles, which we were able to accomplish that. The second part dealt with our facilities. We realized the facility didn't meet ADA requirements. There were some NFPA issues, and as part of meeting the third piece to the strategic plan, personnel, we need to make sure that we were in compliance with any applicable OSHA regulations before we were able to hire paid people. The assistant chief and I, we happened to be to the South Carolina State Firemen's Association annual conference in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we came across several different builders, but it was something about Bobbitt that really got our attention. And I think that something was the experience that they had working with many different fire departments. And we also went over and talked with our finance guy. And the cool thing about finance guys that specialize in fire equipment, they get to work with various fire departments on financing fire trucks and buildings. So I figured if the finance guy was telling us Bobbitt was good to go, we didn't have anything to lose with them in the future, because he's staking his reputation and he's staking his investment on Bobbitt. One of the requirements that we put in our proposal when we put it out, we wanted someone that had that experience of building multiple fire stations that were over 10,000 square feet. And it may sound a little restrictive, but the opportunity we had to build this building, this was it. This was like a once in a lifetime shot for us, and we had to make sure that we got it right. And they just came out on top. Bobbitt did. The superintendent that Bobbitt assigned to our project, he was wonderful. He was outstanding. Not only did he become a vendor, but he became a friend to the assistant chief and I. One of the things that we did to keep down confusion and turmoil, we restricted our members from visiting the construction site doing construction. And we did that because we didn't want 50 people involved in the building process, because it would make things very confusing. And what we did is the members would have to channel things through the assistant chief or myself. And we had the opportunity to work directly with the superintendent on a daily basis. We would go out and interact with him. And we enjoyed every step of that construction process. We've talked with other fire chiefs on other projects. And one of the common things that I was hearing was that the architect would basically do a needs assessment and tell you what you want. Well, I kind of did my own needs assessment through visiting dozens of fire stations. And I was able to sit down with Bobbitt and tell them what I wanted. And I can remember there was maybe 1 or 2 things that I couldn't do because structurally they weren't feasible as far as meeting code. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, it's been a wonderful process. I have the product that I wanted and I'm happy with it, and this fire department should be able to exceed in this building for at least the next 50, 60 years.